Folks, let me first show you a good close-up of the lures, and then we're gonna talk about installation and applications. But these are the new ZMAN Micro Finesse ZMAN Micro Worms pack of 8. I don't know what the price is. I stopped looking at prices at some point. If I want something, I just buy it, but they're expensive, $4 or $5 for a pack of 8. Right off the bat, I wanna just say, these are not micro worms. I don't know who is designing ultralight lures in America, but it all seems like, bass lures designed by bass anglers, just downsized bass tackle. This is not a micro worm, ZMAN. No, this is a micro worm. Compare this to this. Now this is a micro worm. I would call this a micro. This thing is long 2 inches and very fat. I mean, it might be juicy, might be everything, but you immediately create the wrong impression because there is nothing micro here. Might be a great trout lure, but it's not micro. All right, let me show you the 4 colors that I recommend up real close. But before I even do that, I have to say one more thing. What's up with the triangular shape? Why triangular? Why are ZMAN lures always, the ultralight lures, always triangular? The WormZ also, if you look at it in 2D, completely triangular. Does anyone think that triangles, there is something cool with triangles? I'm not even saying that there is something about a triangular shape that's gonna catch less fish or less action, or I'm not gonna go there. Maybe it will catch just as many fish as any other shape, but why triangular? There is something inside of me that is just objecting to using such weird shapes. I don't even know what is the reason for this, but I just feel why triangular. But okay, enough about that. This is the black color. When you're buying lures, and I talk only about ultralight fishing, I don't know about anything else, but I can tell you the first color that you need to buy of any lure is black. 100% natural and 100% visible. I bought, I don't know, out of the 10 packs that I bought, I think 6 of them are black. Another high-vis color. Now I bought only 1 pack of this, but I will be buying more of this color. This might be their best color actually. Natural and high-vis at the same time. However, for me that belly is very strong. If the belly was just white, it would be amazing natural color also, but it's like chartreuse, and I would use this worm for muddy water when I need a high-vis lure. But that said, I underestimated how nice this color is online, and when I do reorder, I will be buying a lot more of this color. This is the color that I fished recently. When the water is perfectly clear and transparent, probably my number 1 color is this one here, green pumpkin. I'm giving you better detail than you will see anywhere. Of course, it's not gonna look like this when you're on the boat fishing. It will be a lot more dull. I have so much light here. Just imagine you're looking at a ring in a jewelry store. This is the type of presentation I'm doing, but still, I'm trying to show you the lure the best I can. Green pumpkin in the winter, from December to February, this is my number 1 color. Now, as far as BG1 jigs go, you can go silver or black jig heads with this. I can't make my mind which one I like more, Probably black, but silver also looks, in my opinion, good with this. Talking about silver color jig heads, I bought this one. This also would be for winter fishing, just perfectly clear water. This one looks really good with the silver color jig heads. No black jig heads for this color. This one is actually very low vis in muddy water. This is also a winter color for me, but looks pretty good when you need something just natural. These are the 4 colors that I bought. I told you again, I told you before and I'll say it again, I don't buy chewing gum colors. I know fish like them, maybe they even prefer them. This guy, Creek Fishing Adventures, he's just killing them with the chewing gum worms. But again, I just don't like to show them on camera. I don't like to fish with them, but it's completely subjective. But these are the 4 colors from what I saw that I recommend. All right, here is some tips on how to install this perfectly. Not just this, any lure on any of my jigs. Put the tip of the hook always exactly in the middle of the lure. At least the lures that I'm recommending. If some lures are too thin or too fat, that's a different question. But the lures that I'm showing you, they have the right diameter. So always put it in the middle and then drive it as far as you can, but exactly through the middle of the lure. It should look like this. Okay, exactly through the middle of the lure. Don't go all the way, just up to here. Now look at where the eye is touching the lure. Okay, this is where we're going to be coming out of the lure, approximately. Now when you start sliding the lure over the jig head, don't do like 1/4 inch, grab it again, 1/4 inch, grab it again, 1/4 inch, grab it again. It will be very ugly and wiggly installation. The best, if you want to do it straight, I gotta tell you, you have to try to do it in one slide. I know it's kind of difficult, and if you grab it all the way here, then it's not gonna be stable on top. With the smaller jig heads and the smaller lures, you can just grab it here and slide it all the way. But you kind of have to, I'm never gonna do this on camera, but you have to try to do it with only one slide. That's the only way to make it straight. So I'm gonna grab it kind of over here. I'm gonna set it perfectly straight. Okay, perfectly straight. And I'm gonna try to do only one slide, and then I'm coming out without even looking. And I'm hoping that I got out at the right point. I'm just hoping, because I'm gonna do it in one slide. There is no other way to do it straight. Let's just see what happened now. Okay. Well, out of luck. We exited a little bit too early and we have a little bit of a gap. But other than that, look at how straight and perfect this installation is. This installation is pretty straight. I just exited a little bit early. Alright folks, here is the first installation I'm gonna show you. I just want to show you a close-up. What do you guys think of this? Of this jig head? Look at this angle. Look at this. Does this look like a weapon or no? Look at this. Now for me, the perfect application for this is smallmouth and these small 1 pound spotted bass that I'm catching here on Tennessee River. Now I already confirmed that this will catch small crappie just fine. I know Randy, the trout magnet man, will probably use this even for bluegill. To me, this is out of the question for bluegill. Now, I already caught 10-inch crappie just fine, but it has to be in the fall or in the spring when they're aggressive. My personal taste, it just tells me this is a little bit too much for the average 10-inch crappie. I'll show you the next application with the size 10 hook. I just prefer that for crappie. But okay, if you want to install it like this, first of all, you gotta get you some of these. I mean, there is nothing like these. When you get them, the only secret to installing the way I showed you is to just cut the head. Just cut it from over here. Okay? See where all of the little discs end? Just cut it from where the discs end. I don't even think that this here is part of the lure. I think this is just the end of the mold. But just cut it from here, and then when you install it on the jig head, always with all of my jigs, if you use them with the lures that I have shown you, always install it, put the tip of the hook right in the middle of the lure. And when you drive it in, try to stay right in the middle of the lure. If you want it to be straight and perfectly good looking, right in the middle of the lure. And on all of the installations that I'm going to show you, the hook will be exiting in this section right here. Let me show you another installation now. Alright, here is the next installation. Look how good the discs on the lure match the disc on the 1.5 gram jig head. It's like ZMAN wanted it to fit nicely on my jig heads. So this is what it looks like installed on the 1.5 number 10, no longer number 8, 1.5 number 10 straight installation. This is what I would use if I were targeting primarily crappie. Now the hook is not itself too big for bluegill, but this is for me too much lure to target bluegill. I mean, if you have some 10-inch bluegill, they will hit it, but in general, to me, this is look at this profile, folks. How do you not like this? Look at this profile. Looks absolutely gorgeous. For me, this is for crappie. The 1.5 number 8 was for smallmouth and spotted bass. This one for me is for crappie. With the 1.5 you can fish 10-12 feet deep. Let me show you what I cut. I had to cut a lot. This is the exact piece that I cut. I cut the head and 1, 2, 3 discs. 3 discs. Otherwise the diameter is too much. I mean, again, remember this was designed for their own shroom jig head, which has much larger diameter. It was not designed for my jig heads, but the lure is so long, it is 2 inches long, which is too much for pan fishing. That don't be afraid to cut 3 discs off the worm. For 1.5 number 10, I recommend cutting 3 discs. Wow, that actually looks pretty good, even without my hand for background. For once, the iPhone focused well. So this is the green pumpkin color installed on a 125-10. And let me tell you, you probably saw one video, but there is 2 or 3 more videos coming. I just absolutely massacred them, folks, with just one of these. 3 or 4 videos with just one of these 125-10 with the green pumpkin color. My water was very clear. I don't know how many crappie. I must have caught 100 crappie on just one of these. It still looks great, and I caught quite a few actually large bluegill with it. I thought it was too big for large bluegill, but maybe the head is smaller, I don't know. You will see on the videos. I just gave them the business with this thing. I mean, it just worked so good, folks. Let me show you what you have to cut. Where did I put the piece that I cut? you have to cut pretty much exactly the same thing that I showed you that we cut from, oh no, that's the black color. Where is the green pumpkin color? Oh, maybe I lost it. Folks, I cut 3 discs again to install it like this. Because again of the diameter. Also, don't be afraid to cut off of this worm. It is too big, folks. 2 inches is too much for panfish. Yeah, for this installation, I cut the head and 3 discs again. And here is one installation of the last color. I don't know what is the name of this color. It's like purple and gray. Not white, but purple and gray. And this is the 1 gram number 10. Okay, this is the size 10 hook. I have not fished with this one because it's November 15th here and the fish are not that shallow. I don't fish with 1 gram jigs anymore. I don't twitch with 1 gram. My fish are deeper than this. But I don't know, folks. Tell me, if you look at this installation and you don't feel anything and you don't think that this is pretty, I mean, we're just not the same. We're just made differently. Look at this. Look at this, folks. How is this not beautiful? How is this not perfect? How do you improve this? I don't know. Looks absolutely perfect. Even under a float, I don't know. I caught a lot of bluegill, but the only bluegill I caught were pretty big. To me, this is too big of a lure for bluegill. If you're fishing only for crappie, yeah, that's perfect. You're probably gonna catch a good amount of juvenile bass. But if you're targeting bluegill, not the hook is perfect for bluegill. The lure is a little bit too much, but yeah, this color is perfect match for the silver head for me. Look at this profile. So beautiful. So I showed you the 1 gram number 10, 125 10, 1.5 10, and 1.5 number 8. 4 different jigs with 4 different colors. I showed you 4 different applications. Yeah, I think let's end the video here. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon.